Hello, happy Sunday. I'm sure you can see by the title, but today we are going to Frome Independent Food Market. And I'm so excited because it's like my favourite thing to do. It's also the 3rd of September, so it's obviously the first Sunday in September, which is when they do it, the first Sunday of each month. And it means it's the first autumnal one. I love autumn so much. It's my favourite season of the year. So me and my mum are going to go to the food market. We're going to get some autumnal bits, maybe pop in the charity shops while we're there, have a coffee, have some street food, and just have a little browse and see what's going on. My outfit of the day is just this little slip dress from Primark. Apparently it's see-through because you can see my tights, but I have worn like skin colour underwear, so that bit's not see-through, it's just the tights. But it's just nice and floaty because although I feel autumnal, it is warm. It is very mild and it is sunny and it's misty, so I just know it's going to get really hot. And when it's crowded, because Frome is very, very busy, when it's crowded it gets hotter. So we've got something floaty, we've got something comfortable, ready for those crowds. Before I go, I am going to put a little bit of makeup on and do my face because it's not happy at the moment. I think I'm really stressed because my skin is just breaking out like you would not believe. So I'm going to start off with the Body Shop Vitamin E cream just to give myself a little bit of moisture, although my skin is feeling quite oily. So we're going to give it to it anyway, especially if we've got a hot day. It's going to just give it another little barrier, I think. I don't know. I don't have a strict makeup skincare routine. It is literally what I feel like on the day if I feel like it. Now I'm going to go in with my favourite foundation of all time. It's the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. It is my go-to. It is so full coverage, but it's not cakey, and it's just the best quality foundation I've ever used. I've used MAC, I've used kind of L'Oreal and things like that, but I just think this is worth having. To be quite honest, it is so worth having, and it lasts a long time as well. I have a bottle for probably about a year, which is probably bad. You're probably not supposed to have foundation for a year, but I don't put it on every single day. My go-to is not wearing makeup. So let's get my neck spots. That's a new thing for this year, is neck spots. Never had those before, so that's fun. Right, am I going to use a beauty blender or a brush? I usually go in with a brush first and then kind of blend it out with a blender so it doesn't have those brush marks. So use this brush. I'm just going to blend out with my Cocoa Cosmetics sponge. It is dry because sometimes I prefer that, because when you put it on with a brush, I find that if you wet it, it then takes it back off again. So I am just going to use it dry just to blend out the texture. I'm going to probably use my Charlotte Tilbury. No, that's not the right one. My Laura Mercier, because whenever I put it on I just feel very bougie, and there's nothing quite like feeling bougie, is there? So I've used my powder brush for my foundation this morning, which was a good start. Let's use this one. I like this one because it looks like a watermelon. I don't know whether it's a powder brush. I'm just kind of winging it this morning, but who cares? It's my makeup. And then my forehead. Now I'm really confused whether I should eat before I go or whether I should save myself for the food. But Frome is actually an hour and 10 minutes away from us, so it's quite a long journey. I might have to have something to settle the old stomach. Oh, Mum's here. Hello! We have got to the car park. I have actually changed because my dress before was a little bit see-through and I didn't realise. So I've got a long summery dress on and it's really warm and really sunny, so it's very fitting. We're about to walk down into the town and get some food. What do you like the most? Little dish. Very sweet. Called soap dish. Yeah, they're lovely. I like the plates, the different colours. And the little espresso mug. It's really cute. Getting a little coffee from the coffee bar. I've gone for a latte. Big question is what to have for breakfast, because I want to literally try every single thing. Oh, it just all looks so good. And it's only breakfast, but I don't like breakfast food, so this is like my dream. Paella, oh my goodness, look at those paellas. Dim sum, we literally have everything you could imagine. Oh, mac and cheese. This one looks good, sushi rolls. So I'm gonna have a salmon roll for my breakfast. Here's my salmon roll. And we got a little bit of soy sauce, and we are just sat across from the absolute bit of joy over there, and they've got live music going on and it's quite an atmosphere, so we're gonna go explore there in a minute, but first, the salmon roll. Just finished breakfast and now we're walking across the bridge to go and have a look where the music is and the vintage stalls and the plant stalls and all sorts. I like this. I like those too. Shaggy rugs. They're fun. Oh, and a shaggy puff thing.
You can make rag rugs.
Oh, they're fun as well. I like the yeah, because I've got macrame stuff that hangs up, but I like the wooden aspect of that.
Steep bent oak.
And that's smart as well with the...
Very nice.
Yeah.
Very lovely.
So pretty. Vintage clothes, very dangerous. A little bag. Very pretty.
Tenner.
Oh, that's not bad. Oh, the cottage core autumnal vibes. I am here for it. Oh, 'tis the season. Oh my goodness, I just love, I love. Vintage Burberry. I love these trench coats. No, it's super sunny, but I am loving these coats. They're so pretty. We've got Levi's. We've got Burberry. Oh, isn't that just the most satisfying rail you've ever seen? What a fabulous cape. Stop. Wish I was bougie enough. The stall has been done beautifully. I love all the flowers. And then the bar. It's cushions.
I don't know, what's hiding under there? Which do you want?
Any?
What would you like to choose?
I think I'm gonna buy some fruit because this is really reasonable price. And I've seen some fun things I really want to try, like prickly pears and okra. So I'm gonna try some. Ooh, I think I'm gonna go for the blackberry, lime and coconut milk because that is not something I would do at home. And it sounds amazing. I think they've sold out of like the pina colada and things like that, so. We got this one. Oh, yum, yum, yum. Had my ice lolly, and now we're at the food bit. It is warm, it is busy. Chocolate. Date. Oh, wow.
Ginger is this end.
Do I go rose or ginger? If I go rose, in other words, if I go ginger, I won't be tasting anything.
I'll go for ginger, let's do it. Thank you.
Beautiful present of Christmas.
Yeah, very nice.
So they come in box of 3 is
I love all this kind of kimchi.
Dylan seaweed, sauerkraut.
Doesn't that sound amazing?
Would
you like to try some?
Oh, yes, please. Oh, you can even get kimchi and sauerkraut juice.
Hello, you right?
Yes, really well, thank you. How are you? These are gorgeous. If I was a t-shirt. Isn't that me in a t-shirt? Very nicely wrapped. Yeah.
Winter solstice?
Yes, please. What are you? Elderflower vinegar. Have you tried elderflower vinegar?
No, but I do feel
Yeah. There's like the suitcase stall, so you've got all the little really small stalls with suitcases. I love these. It's such a cobbled little street. Got the mushrooms. So, everything's mushroom themed here. Oh, this is so lovely. I love that jacket. Autumnal. Look at these. Sorry. That is so cute. Let's go.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
It's amazing. We're stopping off at one of my favourite cafes called Rye Bakery. They've converted a chapel church into a cafe and it's just gorgeous. And we're going to stop for a little bit of something to eat and a cold drink because it's so very warm. We need a refresh. This is what it looks like on the outside. And we come in. The cafe and play space. And you can literally, oh I love, yeah, this is the place to get your bread. Isn't this gorgeous? You can sit upstairs or you can sit downstairs. There's like a little play area. And then what are we gonna have? How do these pastries look amazing? Wow. Yeah, that looks nice. That one looks quite dense, like a brownie rye. That's probably more of a sourdough. That's probably a bigger version of a sourdough.
It says seeded rye, but I'm not sure whether seeded rye
I think that probably was there.
these shells as well.
Yeah. Oh, the sesame looks nice. Little, well, she called it mozzarella pizza with ricotta. So it's double cheese.
Double cheese, yes, nice.
And then a little nectarine cordial. That's got a lemon cordial. And we are sat in the garden of the chapel. Yeah, and the birdies are twittering. No doubt, fermented.
Mine is.
Mine, I don't think it's fizzy. It is fizzy. That's lovely. It's probably, oh, that's nice. Why didn't I go for that? Nectarine's very sweet. Monkey. Please, when I chop it in.
I gave you
a knife.
a napkin.
Yeah, and I've
it.
smashed it over there. Wow, saucy. Organic sharp. Delish.
London.
Absolutely love the old bakehouse. That's fun. Lovely. I reckon this is a bit like the Emporium. So I reckon this is a shop full of shops. Love how they've done their stairs. A little creperie that we didn't even know existed. It's so sweet. It is now a couple of days later. We got home and it was just really busy and hectic and I've been at work for a whole week. But I thought I would show you everything that I got from Frome. First up, I got some of the posh chocolate that my mum and I tried. I bought this bar actually for a family friend because mum said she likes ginger. So I thought this would be a really cute, it's like nicely wrapped and it tastes delicious. You can tell it's really quality chocolate. So I bought that for a little easy post present, and I've also got a couple of cards that go with it that explain about the brand and stuff, and I couldn't help but get a hot chocolate to go in my velvetizer. This one is actually Christmas scented and it smells amazing. So the company is called Hearth and I think they're locally made in Somerset. I don't know if they say on here, I should have brought the card up. But this one is a cinnamon, ginger, clove, nutmeg, cayenne and salt flavoured hot chocolate. That sounds amazing. So I had to try that. She did say these work better if you do it on the stove and with hot milk, but I'm going to test it in the velvetizer as well because I do like a frothy hot chocolate. And then in the Halloweeny shop, I don't think it is a Halloween shop, they are just themed like that anyway, but in the pop-up shop, I think it's called like the shop Oh, the Haunts Curiosity Shop. So I had to buy something. I love how they've branded the bag but also put a little thank you. Now I got confused. I thought this said Chang Yao. I said to my mum, why does this say Chang Yao? And she said, Vic, that's thank you. So thank you in nicely written words. And it says thank you for visiting us, and then gives the little address. And I did pick up some soap because look how cute this is packaged. So this is the Hallows scented soap. I absolutely love that little design, the little pumpkin family as well. So this is vegan and cruelty free, handmade in Somerset, and it's an orange leaf, charcoal and pumpkin flesh soap. In the shop it smelt so delicious that I had to buy it. Now I do think it was a little bit pricey because it is 100 grams, apologies if you can hear my neighbours screaming, 100 grams of soap, but it was £8.90, which is very expensive, but I just had to do it. I don't know why I had to, I just fancied some Halloween soap. So it's nicely packaged. I will show you what it looks like. So I love the little ribbon design, and then we've got the individually piece of soap wrap. See, it's like really quite small, so I don't know, I think maybe I would priced it at £5 max, but I loved the experience of the shop, so I was happy to support. Now this bar in particular, they were all pre-wrapped, so you could see the little demo bars with all the bits and bobs on top, but you couldn't see what your actual bar looked like, the one that you were pre-wrapped. This one hasn't got the best selection of stuff on the top, but that's kind of like an idea. So you've got the cinnamon, you've got, is it cinnamon? Or is that pumpkin? It's definitely cinnamon. That's definitely cinnamon. So we've got cinnamon and orange and maybe a bit of pumpkin flesh. But yeah, it does just smell divine. And I love a handmade soap. I think I do tend to use soap over shower gels because I find that it just washes better. It's better for the environment because it's potentially kind of plastic free. I think this is grease proof. But also I just love the smell, and I usually love the idea of having soaps made out of natural ingredients and things like that because it's probably better for your skin than all like the rubbish. I'd much rather have like a handcraft soap than like a mass-produced shower gel from a factory. And then I picked up some macaroons, but I'll go downstairs and show you because they're in the kitchen. I actually forgot that I picked up something from the Newt stall as well. So the Newt is a very prestige luxury hotel near us in Somerset, and it is, I haven't been yet, I'm super excited to go, but it's like a hotel restaurant that has loads of gardens, and they had a stall here, and I did pick up a veg. I picked up a fennel from them because I thought it was reasonably priced. And I probably should have put it in the fridge. So I've got a fennel for £1.80, which I thought was very reasonable. I'm going to put it in like fruit juices. I love a carrot, apple and ginger juice. We were near the fruit and veg stall. I did pick up 2 prickly pears because I have never tried a prickly pear before. I don't know if anyone else has tried. I've never seen, heard of or tried a prickly pear. Smells like a pear, which makes sense, but yeah, I thought I'd try one of those. And also I picked up a purple sweet potato. Again, hadn't tried one of those before, didn't know you could get purple sweet potatoes, so I'm super excited. It already looks super cool to try that, as well as golden kiwis, which again I don't think I've tried before. So we're super happy to pick up loads of random bits and bobs, and the bag is super cute. That's their logo, and they're very friendly. And then I picked up some very special macarons. I like macaroons, and I actually like buying macaroons because I have tried making them before, and it took me 5 hours to make them, and they were the biggest flop ever. So I'm happy to pay like slightly more than you would for a normal cake for macaroons. But these are so cute. I'm hoping they haven't melted because we're in a new build and it's been 30 degrees this week, so they might have melted. No, they're fine. So I picked up these. They were from Shoebox, the brand, and look how cool these are. They are so brightly coloured. So we've got, I believe that's salted caramel, even though it looks like chocolate, raspberry, pistachio, chocolate orange, blackcurrant and lemon, which I haven't tried blackcurrant before, so I'm super excited to try these. And then very posh. Come on, not happy. Smell amazing. You know what, I might even try Should I try one now? Let's do it on camera. Now, I'm not a massive lemon fan. I do prefer more chocolatey kind of things. So I'm thinking, do I want to try the blackcurrant? I know I'm not usually a fruit lady, but I really want to try the blackcurrant because I've not seen blackcurrant before. So let's give it a go. I'm going to have half so I can give the other half to me boyfriend. Okay. And I don't know if you're supposed to eat them on the day, but these are a lot more meringue than I would expect. The shell is very hard, tastes lovely. The blackcurrant, that is a nice taste, but I'm not sure over the texture. That is more like, see that? It's literally just powdered and it's crunchy. That is basically meringue over macaroon, which is interesting. I must admit, actually, so it was £12 for these, which is a lot of money. Or was it 10? No, it was 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, maths. Okay, more than £1, less than £2. We'll go with there. So over £1.50 for one of these, which I think is very expensive. In Aldi, there are macaroons that you get a few more of these, and they are £3 for the tray. Dare I say they're better than these? I know that's bad, and the experience of being in Frome, I might have messed up by not eating them on the day. That's probably where I'm going wrong. But I'm not massively impressed by this. Flavour, 10 out of 10. Texture, not quite macaroon. But still delicious, they're not bad, and I think they'd be a very cute gift. I might have messed up by not eating them on the day, but never mind. I'm actually coming up the stairs because I realised that I have another thing that I did get, but I haven't really counted it because it's, well, my mum bought it basically for a Christmas present, which was very, very kind. So we went to the vintage clothes store bit and I spotted Burberry trench coats. Now, a Burberry trench coat is something that I've always had on my wish list, and for my 18th birthday, I'm just going to sit down because my legs are tired. For my 18th birthday, my mum did treat me to a Burberry scarf, and I love it and cherish it, and it's the most gorgeous thing. Now, these coats are crazy prices, ridiculous price, brand new. They're something like several £1,000s, which would never buy, would never justify. So I've never really thought it would be a thing. I thought maybe I'd save up and it'd be a statement piece in several years' time. And the second-hand ones I've seen on eBay are about £500–600, which again is still a lot of money. These, however, were £200, which for Burberry is insane. And this one that Mum bought was pristine. It was immaculate. You can tell it's barely been worn, and the lady selling it said it was her sister's, but she didn't, they had like his and hers, so there was a man's one and a lady's one, and she said her sister never really wore it and didn't really like it. So it's barely been worn, and you can tell. And they also said that the money was going to charity, so that was really nice. So my mum did kindly treat me to that for an early Christmas present, very early, and probably birthday present as well, because my birthday is in January. So that was very, very kind of her, and I am very impressed. Like, I almost bought it myself, but she was like, no, that's me. That's very kind, thank you very much, Mum. But I'll show you that one because it's very exciting. So this, oh, tripping over. So this is the coat, so you can tell it's got Burberry inside, and it is like an old-fashioned vintage one because that, helpful, Burberry's is like an older label, but I love the fact that it's vintage. I'm not quite sure what year, made in England, and you can just tell like the level of quality, the fact that you can adjust the sleeves, you can adjust like the different level of buttons, you can adjust it up here. You've also got different ties, as well as the fact that you can unclip here, so if you want the slit larger or smaller. And I just love it, it's so pretty. I'm not going to try it on now because it's 30 degrees in my house and I'm going to melt. But you can kind of get the gist, and it's a full long size, it's very long, and it's slightly oversized on me, which I think is perfect because I don't want to be restricted, and it will last probably, hopefully, my lifetime. So I'm super excited to wear this one in the autumn months. So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't been to Frome Market before, I highly recommend it. If you struggle in crowds of people, I'd recommend getting there early and only being there for a couple of hours, because it gets rammed full and busy, and a lot of the stalls do sell out very quickly because people are just buy. So definitely go in the morning, try and get there as early as possible. And yeah, I highly recommend it. It's so super fun, and hopefully I get to go next month. It's on the first Sunday of every month as well, so it is only once a month, which is really annoying when you want to go every week, but I don't need to go every week. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and maybe possibly subscribe, but only if you want to, and I'll see you on the next one.